Hi everyone, I'm going to show you really quick how to use the Imaginisce I-Top tool. I used it in this week's Finally Friday video, and I thought I would show you how I created that polka dot brad that I used on the card. So I'm going to just show you the basic features of the I-Top tool. It can do two sizes that come with the tool, a small and a medium, and you can actually buy a large size attachment you can add on later, but it comes being able to do the small and medium sized brads. And I'm going to walk you through the steps really quickly. This is the paper I've chosen that I'm going to do my brad out of, and I've done two test ones just to make sure it works. I'm still new at this as well, but I'm just following the instructions I have at their website and also what comes with the tool itself. So what you need to do is you need to cut a circle or a shape like this, and I have a punch that matches for the 22mm brad, which is the medium sized brad. So I'm going to go ahead and punch my pattern. Now if you had some sort of imagery on your pattern paper that you wanted to have be on the center of the brad, you'd center it within the punch. And if you don't have the punch, you can buy a template. The templates are for sale at 2Ps as well, and then you can just trace it on and cut it out yourself. This looks like the circle itself for a medium is about 1 3/4. So if you have like a 1 3/4 punch, or even like a 2-inch punch that you can cut down, you could probably cut your own little slits in it as well. But just for the ease of use, I'd go for the punch or the template, because that'll give you the exact dimensions that you need for the medium sized brad. And they have the template for the large and the small as well. So what I'm going to do, because I've done a couple brads here. This one is using Studio Calico's Fab Rips, and because it's kind of like a fabric paper, it wraps around the edges really well. I'm going to zoom in for you so you can see. It wraps around the edges really well. You can see that there. The edges are really nice. Now when you do paper, sometimes if you're not careful, you'll get kind of really pointy edges where the paper folds around the corners of the brad, around the edge of the brad. But I picked up this tip over at the Imaginisce website, and if you have more questions about the I-Top, I would direct you over there as well. But this is the tip I picked up from their website, and that's to use a little bit of water to soften the paper before you put it through the tool. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. I've got my paper punched out. And I've just got a paper towel. This is just like a paper towel, like a kitchen paper towel. And I'm just going to fold it into quarters just for size purposes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a mini mister from Ranger. And this is just because it's small, you can keep in your craft area and you don't have to go and find a spray bottle. I'm just going to give a few spritzes into the center of this. I'm going to feel it. It feels pretty wet. And you don't want your paper to get too wet, so I'm actually going to get the tool ready while this dries just a little bit. Okay, so when you get your tool, it's going to come already like this. And what it is you're going to create the brad in the center. So obviously this is the match it for the medium. And if you wanted to do the small, all you do is pull up on the end and twist it. And you do that to both sides. But since I'm going to do the medium, I'm just going to keep it there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the top of the brad, I'm going to put it inside on top of the metal. This is going to be hard because I've got my camera overhead, but you can kind of see that it's resting right in there. It's metal to metal. Okay, so I've got that ready. I'm going to take the paper here and I'm going to put it down, put this over it, and I'm just going to press the wet paper towel onto the paper just for a minute or two. I did a test brad and my paper was too wet, so you don't want to get it too sopping wet. You want it just enough so that it has a little more elasticity to it. It's not quite as brittle as regular paper. I'm going to get it on this side too. So you can tell it's just a little, it kind of bends, it stays in the shape that I press it in. You want it to be just about like that. Okay, I'm going to slide it in here. Oh, knocked that out. I'm going to slide it in here on top of that brad, and I'm going to center it over the top. You can kind of pinch it a little bit to help you get it in the right spot. Okay, and I'm just going to gently press, and that folds all the edges of the paper down into the brad, or over top the brad. I'm going to release that, and then I'm going to come to this side, and I'm going to lift and turn so you can see this right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch these. That helps get the fold going. Then I'm gonna press the little strips down into the center of the brad. Okay, and then I'm going to take the end of the brad, it has the prongs on it, and I'm gonna turn this back and turn this one out so you can see. There's a hole right there in the center. I'm gonna put that down, and the prongs go down into the hole. And then I can go like this and turn it back. And then it's just a matter of pressing, and you're going to feel a little bit of a catch, like a little click, and you can undo. Okay, and then this rubber kind of comes away from the brad, so it makes it easy to pop it out. Okay, so here's where you can see it's got kind of those corners. I'll zoom in for you again. It's kind of got those corners I was talking about, the one you can see the fold, and it's not as attractive. What you're going to do is kind of just roll it along a hard surface, and it really rounds out those corners. And it softens it up, because the paper is soft, it's more malleable, and you can get it to look really nice. Okay, I'm just going to get a couple more. Okay, there you go, and it's got nice roundness to it. Anyway, kind of a really fun tool. I wasn't really excited about it until I saw it demonstrated. So it's one of those fun things that, you know, once you see it done, then you'll really want to try it out. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.